Hello students. Today we start the third genus in your bryophyte unit, that is the sphagnum. We have already finished the Markensia and Pelia. So let's start about the sphagnum. So systematic position of sphagnum. First of all, we discuss the classification of the sphagnum. So classification, the sphagnum is under the division bryophyta and class bryopsida, or which is also called as the mosaic. So characters of the bryopsida are it has the radial, leafy and upright gametophyte. So the plant body in the bryopsida is some like the radial, and it is leafy bryophytes, and they are having the upright positions of the gametophyte. The In the members of the bryopsida, the multicellular rhizoids are present with some obligate sepals. The gametophytic juvenile phase is the protonema forms. So these are the characters of the bryopsida, that is the gametophytic or juvenile initial phase is formed in the form of protonema. So these are some characters of this bryopsida group class. Then the sphagnum is comes under the order sphagnales. So the sphagnales order is characterized by, in sporophyte, the archisporium overarching the columella. Then origin of columella form the entire endothecium, the presence of pseudopodium and absence of the seta. So in case of the sporophyte, these special characters will observe regarding the order sphagnales. In that sporophytic plant body, the archisporium, which is arcing the columella part, this columella will be uh, cover, or they originated from the entire endothecium. Then there is the presence of the pseudopodium, and there is absence of seta. That means the sporophytic plant body is only differentiated fruit and capsules. Then next is regarding the family of Sphagnacea. So this sphagnum comes under the family Sphagnacea. The characters of the Sphagnacea are the presence of the massive foods. The constrictions of the seta, then dam or dome shaped amphithecium, and absence of the midrib in the leaf. So in case of the sporophytic body, there is the food part, which is a massive food part is present. Then there is the seta is absent. So and there is the constituted the sporophytic body is only differentiated in foot and capsule. Then in that there is the this amphithecium part, which is having the dome shape. And in case of the leaves, in the leaves there is the no midrib is present. So these are the characters of the family Sphagnacea. Then this comes under the genus Sphagnum. So in that unit you have to discuss about the bryophytic genus Sphagnum. So these sphagnum plants are mostly grows on the wet or very wet places as a semi-aquatic and submerged aquatic. That means in aquatic conditions, these peat or the sphagnum plant is observed, which is somewhat semi-aquatic. That means or some submerged aquatic. Submerged, that means half part of the plant will cover which is under the water, and half part in the air. So in that condition, these sphagnum plants is observed. So these hydrophytic sphagnums are also common. That means the whole body of the sphagnum is covered under the water. This is hydrophytic sphagnum. So also hydrophytic sphagnum are also observed. The distributions of the sphagnum plant is worldwide distributed. So, in India, mostly in the Himalayan region, where the always the wet conditions are there. So, on that conditions, the sphagnum are observed on the dripping rocks. And they grows on these rocks, or they drip as or they can cover the all rocks. So mostly these plants in India observed in the Himalayan regions. So this is all regarding the systematic positions and its distribution. So this sphagnum is comes under the division Bryophyta, class Bryopsida, then order Sphagnales, family Spagnaceae, and genus Sphagnum. Its habit mostly it is grow on wet and very wet places in semi-aquatics as well as submerged aquatics, and some are also hydrophytic sphagnums are there. And these plants or sphagnum will be distributed in the all worldwide distributed, and in India it is mostly observed in the Himalayan.